In what some experts are calling a rare move tomorrow, the U.S. Supreme Court will hear oral arguments regarding two federal policies backed by the Biden administration. Now, this is rare because the court fast-tracked hearing arguments because the two cases have been deemed incredibly urgent and very relevant to workers. BNC's Dray Clark is live in New York with more. Good afternoon, Dray.
Laverne, good afternoon. At issue are two different vaccine mandates, both with ties to federal agencies. The first one involves large companies or businesses with more than 100 employees. Under the mandate, those employees would have to be fully vaccinated, and if not, those employees would be subjected to weekly tests, and they would have to wear a mask the entire time they are inside the office. The second mandate involves healthcare workers who work at hospitals or care facilities and who actually receive federal funding through Medicare or Medicaid. Here in New York, effective for all intents and purposes until the justices can make a final determination on the legality of the policies. OSHA, or the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, issued the vaccine or test mandate 2 months ago in November. The policy requires employers with more than 100 workers to be fully vaccinated, and if not, they have to be tested weekly and wear a mask. There were multiple legal challenges filed against the policy, and for a moment it was suspended by a federal judge, but then reinstated. Meanwhile, the Department of Health and Human Services, backed by the Biden administration, issued a policy requiring all healthcare workers at facilities that participate in Medicare and Medicaid be fully vaccinated, with the exception of those who can't do so for religious reasons or a medical condition. Ultimately, the justices will have to decide if the two federal agencies are overreaching or implementing these policies and doing something responsible and beneficial for Americans in this age of COVID. As for how the justices will vote, it's best not to guess or assume, but they will announce their rulings when they're ready after hearing oral arguments on Friday. Now, here in New York City, as of December 27th, anyone who works inside of an office around other people is required to be fully vaccinated. Anyone or any company found to be in violation of that city mandate can be fined. And also, New York State Governor Kathy Hochul was successful in getting a statewide vaccine mandate for healthcare workers. Anyone who works at a hospital here in New York State or at a long-term care facility has to be fully vaccinated. There was a legal challenge put up against that mandate. However, the same Supreme Court, who will hear arguments, oral arguments tomorrow, voted in favor of upholding that vaccine mandate for New York State in a vote of 6-3, again, favoring New York State. Reporting live in New York City, I'm Dray Clark for BNC.